No, 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 no slides. No, no, no. No, I promise that there are not going to be any slides, and I'll try also to be brief because I know that the drinks and the jazz are waiting for us outside. I think actually for me it's a very nice job to address to you some concluding remarks in relation to this seminar, because I think that our two experts from Belgium and from Italy have done a great job in summarizing the debate. So I will not venture any more into that and to just address you some concluding remarks at a more general level. I mentioned yesterday that this was the first time that we were organizing in the framework of the Tempus program a so-called thematic seminar. It was this time on the University Enterprise Cooperation, and this time we did not just put together countries on a geographical basis, so putting all the countries in the southern Mediterranean or all the countries in Eastern Europe together, but we really asked Tempus officers, and we really asked through the Tempus officers the higher education reform experts which theme would be the most relevant for them. And you have all opted for the University Enterprise Cooperation, and that's why you are here. And I think that our conclusion definitely from this first thematic seminar is that it was a very worthwhile and a very good pilot experience, and that we should definitely continue in this direction for the higher education reform experts in the future. We have had 7 countries represented here today in the seminar, representing 3 out of the 4 Tempus regions, so Central Asia, Eastern Europe, and also the Southern Mediterranean region. And definitely I think it has been a very good success, and I think we have had very many good results. I think it has been mentioned several times that obviously the various models that have been put on the table are different. There is definitely not a one-size-fits-all approach, and the objective of the seminar would certainly not be that you could go home now in order to implement exactly what the Holland Institute of Technology is doing, or in order to implement exactly how University Enterprise Cooperation is being dealt with in Rome. That has certainly not been the objective, but I think that our exchanges have certainly been for you, and have hopefully been for you a good source of inspiration. So I think that basically the objective of the seminar has really been achieved. I think we have managed to provide you with a platform to get good presentations, to get good technical briefings. I mentioned yesterday at the beginning that we wanted the seminar to be very practice-oriented, to have really practitioners talk to you, to have people being involved directly in the universities with the various aspects and with the various topics, having them talk to you and having them brief you on what is happening in their universities. And I think that the program has really lived up to that expectation. The colleague from the University of La Sapienza was mentioning project ideas for the future. I said it yesterday. If you have good ideas for projects now that are coming up, one possibility in order to get funding for these projects will certainly be the call for proposals that we will launch this year in autumn. So my invitation once more to you, and my encouragement once more to you to benefit from that opportunity. I think we have had really two very intensive days now. Days with site visits, visiting the Weizmann Institute of Science this morning, visiting the Science Park, yesterday visiting an enterprise, visiting the institute here in Holland, and getting really very many hands-on presentations. I think it was really a very nice occasion, and I would like to conclude my remarks with some thank you messages from our side. First of all, obviously, to thank the participants for having assisted in this thematic seminar, to thank all you, the higher education reform experts, for your attendance here, and for all the very good work that you are doing at national level. As we did last year, we have been preparing in Brussels a report that summarizes the higher education reform experts' activities in 2011 with many examples of good practice that we will send to you shortly through our national Tempus offices. And again, it's a 10-page document that summarizes all the very good work that you are doing. Our best thanks for all what you are doing at national level, and certainly once more the invitation from our side as well to act as multipliers for all the information that you have been receiving here over the past 2 days. So thank you very much, first of all, to all the higher education reform experts, obviously also to our national Tempus officers in the Tempus partner countries that have assisted in the seminar and that are doing a great job certainly in supporting the Tempus implementation in your countries, and that are doing also a great job in supporting your work very concretely. And last but not least, I think that you will all obviously will wish to join me in our thanks to the two players that have been very heavily involved in the organization of the seminar. And this is obviously on the one hand the Holland Institute of Technology, our hosts over the past over the past 2 days. I think that we have all had at some stage in our career had to organize seminars of this kind. Everything looks very easy, it looks very effortless, and it looks as everything was very natural. But you know, I think that we all know that there is a big work behind that. There is a big effort that needs to be done in order to get the speakers to draft and to conceive and to design intelligent agenda, to get all the logistics right, to make sure that people have to drink, have to eat, that everything is in place. I think it is really a big job that has been done by the colleagues from the Holland Institute of Technology, and I would really like to thank, on behalf of all of us, most wholeheartedly, the colleagues from the Holland Institute of Technology, Gady, Sivan, and Vered, and all your colleagues behind you for the excellent job that has been done here. We very much liked staying with you, and thank you very much once more, I think, from all of us.
Thank you.
And I think that there have also been some presents that have been prepared. That have been prepared for you. So thank you very much. Secondly, I wanted to thank also our Tempus office here in Israel. So I see Shira and I see Marisa. I don't know whether Taryn is there. She's not. So I see the two ladies. They also have done really a great job in making all this possible, liaising very closely with the Holland Institute of Technology and making this event a success and making sure that we all had very good results that we can go home with. So my and our best thanks to the two of you as well, Shira and Marisa. And then last but not least, obviously I would like to thank two persons in the room that have been a bit in the background during these 2 days, but which are a bit the mastermind of this activity in Brussels. And those are Chris and Giorgio from the Unica network, which I have to say is really one of our best cooperation partners, if not the best that I've ever worked with very serious work, with a serious content and substance-related work, really a good input always giving to our activities. The two of them, they have been a bit in the background during these 2 days, but I would really like to thank them also on behalf of Jacques and I think on all of us for really all the good work that has gone into the preparation and into the design of this seminar, and more generally speaking, in the support activities to the higher education reform experts. So Chris and Giorgio, many thanks from all of us. Good. I think that were the thank you messages. Thank you also for the video recordings, Jacques. I think that Jacques is basically contributing that will all be very famous in the future, because I mean they're going to be videos which are going to be posted on the website, but these videos are also available on YouTube. So if you're interested after the seminar to listen to one or the other speech or presentation again, it will be thanks to Jacques that you will be able to listen to that once more. And thank you obviously also to our two experts, Antonio and Jan, for having shared with us their expertise and their experience in the university enterprise cooperation in the European Union, and in particular at their universities in Italy and in Belgium. I think that Jacques had also some words that he wanted to add.
Thank you, Claude. Just a few words before going to the party. Next to the registration desk, there is a picture of Albert Einstein, a little bit redesigned, actually. And although he was not a Tempus higher education reform expert, he was also very much involved in education. He was, by the way, also in the founding board of the Euro University of Jerusalem in the 1920s. And Albert Einstein used to say that I never teach my pupils, I only attempt to provide the conditions in which they can learn. And this is exactly what the executive agency of the Commission and the Holland Institute of Technology, the Tempus office in Israel and Unica tried to offer you during those 2 days, an environment to think, on-the-spot visits to discover, to compare, to debate, meeting discussion with experts in different fields in order to exchange, in order to discuss, in order to dialogue. Actually, with the many third countries, the European Union is sharing similar views about research, about creativity, about education. In a recent study that has been ordered and issued by the European Commission about the organization of doctoral programs in the EU neighboring countries. The importance of scientific publication has been underlined. And we can see from different table in this recent publication the number of scientific articles per million inhabitants in the EU countries and the partner countries. And we see that in the United States of America, 694 scientific articles per million inhabitants are published every year in recognized scientific publication. In Germany, this is 535. In France, 498. And in Israel, it is 910 scientific articles per million inhabitants that are published, which means that this is the highest figure in the world. But this shows that we share the same motivation for learning, for innovation on both sides, on both shores of the Mediterranean Sea. It means that all of us can learn and teach to each other amongst the EU member states and all the members, the partner countries of the neighborhood countries, of the neighborhood regions. And it is in this spirit and at all level, at the level of the Executive Agency for Educational, Visual and Culture, the name is too long actually, Klaus, and of the European Commission, that we are committed to promote and to support further cooperation in the field of higher education through, as Klaus has just mentioned, the Tempus project, the call for proposal for Tempus project, but also through accompanying measures to the attention of the higher education reform experts. And this is an example. And for the next coming 18 months, we are going to propose you, the hearers, additional tools, additional instruments, additional opportunities, additional thematic event, and a next one will be already in July in Armenia, in Yerevan, about research-based education, similar topic. And in 2013, we're going to have other thematic event about autonomy of funding for universities and as well about PhD studies. Klaus mentioned yesterday morning that we have a new tool also that we are proposing to the hearers, which is a study visit, so the opportunity for hearers from different countries to visit an EU university in an EU country and discuss about specific item with relevant actors, rectors, vice-rectors, academic staff, teachers, students. We have just been in Vienna, as Klaus mentioned, and we will have another study visit about the very specific topic that we tackled today, and that will be at the Brussels University, both university in Brussels, and some of you will probably accompany, so this time that will be in the EU capital to discuss with the local actors. And then in 2013, we're going to have additional study visit. One will be in the King's College London about service offered to students, from support for finding accommodation when a student is in a university, to support for finding a job after being graduated. And again, you, the hearers, will have the opportunity to discuss that practically, directly with the rectors, vice-rectors, academic and administrative staff, including the students. And then we're going to have also another study visit, this time in Berlin, on both university, and that will be again organized by the UNICA network, in order to speak about how preparing, proposing, drafting academic programs in English. Again, the team has been chosen based on the preference expressed by the National Tempus Office, including the National Tempus Office in Israel. And that will be another opportunity also for you. We thought that you have a lot of opportunity to be briefed and to learn about the Bologna process, including through international events that we are organizing with UNICA, and that it is also important to have some additional specific theme related to the modernization of higher education, but not directly or specifically linked to Bologna. And then, last but not least, you know, but I'm repeating it, that we are still able to provide you at any time with technical assistance, meaning the possibility for us, together with UNICA again, to recruit, identify EU Bologna experts and send those experts to your country either to participate to a conference or even to visit the rectors or the ministries, the officials, in order to speak about very specific reform that you would like to develop, or that you would like to comment. This is also a new opportunity. Finally, I would like also myself to thank Shira, Marisa, Gady, Vered, Sivan, who is not, she's there, Sivan? כן, דן, וכל המשפחה. אני הייתי ממש שמח שאנחנו עשינו ביחד כנס טמפוס בישראל, היו פעם ראשונה. ותודה רבה למשרד טמפוס, למכון טכנולוגי חולון, למל"ג. ואני חושב שזה היה מעניין, וגם היו אפשריות לאוניברסיטות, גם בישראל וגם ממדינות אחרות, כדי להתפתח יחסים, כדי לדבר על פרויקטים חדשים משותפים. ואני מקווה שעוד תהיה כנס טמפוס בישראל, ושאנחנו חוזרים ועובדים ביחד. אז שנאמר בשנה הבאה בירושלים. תודה.
Well, you're improving your Hebrew. You still have to improve, but basic Hebrew is okay.
I'll now be busy with studying Armenian for July event.
Yeah, but it was good. Close to Hebrew. Yeah. Thank you very much. I just wish to say thank you to all of you. Большое спасибо to all our... Spasiba to everybody. So, first of all, spasiba to you, our guests. And we are really proud that we've been chosen to host this event here in Israel, and especially in the Holon Institute of Technology. So, thank you very much. Many thanks, maybe just by the line, to Jacques. Really thank you by choosing us. Klaus, thank you very much, Antonio, and Jan. And now to our people. First of all, Dubi Peleg, our CEO, that you don't know, but everything around here, he's behind of... No, it's not only money. He's behind. He's the engine behind everything. So I can blah blah. I can talk, but somebody has to be behind me. So I'm talking and he's doing. So thank you very much, Dubi, for being around or behind this event. And now coming to Vered, our Dean of Academic Entrepreneurship. And of course, speaking about Vered, Sivan and Hila, producers of this event. Yeah, you are the producers. You are behind everything. Dan Katzin, chairman of the event. And now, I can't forget the Unica people, Giorgio and Chris and Eva. Eva? Yeah, of course, I can't forget. And coming now to the Israeli Tempus office, Shira. Shira and Marisa. So thank you very much. One last thing, I took seriously your proposal, and and I could just throw to the air one idea. We can speak about smart cities or learning cities, some technology with the city, either learning or smart city or talking cities, something with the city, technology, university, people, community, smart academic cities. Wow, good idea. So it should be in general the idea. And finally, I wish you a very safe trip home. I'm not able to carry on for the jazz music now and the drinks, because we are immediately, yes, I'm saying, but we are rushing now because in less than half an hour, we begin our graduation master degree ceremony. So immediately I have to carry on. And so I'm not going to be with you. But I wanted to tell you that now outside you have some drinks. And after the drinks, a jazz session with Professor Mel Rosenberg. And this is another idea. We took a professor, which is a retired professor, but we took him as an outsider advisor to the president. So I took him just to give, to walk in the campus and give me some ideas, what he sees, not as an academic staff, but as an outsider. Go and tell me, what do you see? So what I told you about the singing and dancing, it is his originality. And he's behind this jazz session. And he's behind the events, the music events, every lunch in the gathering area, what you saw near the cafeteria. So we need somebody external to give ideas to the president. What do you see? So it's very, very interesting, and you'll see him now. So it's my time again to thank all of you and all of